Okay guys, let's get started. Super simple little project here. All you need is 15 2x4s and a little bit of hardware. So the reasoning behind this is we have two dogs and we keep their dog food in a big plastic bin or plastic tote, depends on where you live. Anyway, we keep it out back on our porch, kind of hidden behind a bench, and it's worked fine for years, but recently our neighbor's dog has started coming over and dragging that out and pouring it out, eating it, wasting a bunch of dog food, and just costing me too much money. So I needed something to keep that dog out of our dog food. So this is like version 4.8, something, I don't know. If you watch my shop updates, you'll know that I've been kind of struggling with this design for the last few weeks. But I wanted something to be able to take that tote and put the tote in it and then close it up. I had several different ideas, but this is the last one that I came up with. And I kind of used this idea because, number one, I think it looks better, and number two, it matches a lot of everything else that we've got. So I made this bigger than what I actually needed, and I did that for a couple of reasons. Number one, I wanted to use it for the dog food. I wanted to put the tote in and harnesses and leashes and different things and have plenty of room. But it would also be great for pool equipment like floaties or whatever. You could use it for a cooler. I mean, it's really just a good outdoor storage box. And I do have plans available for this on our website. I put a link in the description. Alright, with all of that being said, let's start building. So this is my go-to leg design, so to speak. I rip one board down to 3 inches and the other one down to 1.5 inches. Put roundovers on everything except for where they meet on the outside. And then I glue them and screw them together. Kind of gives you a 3-inch on both sides. Kind of makes it look a little neater in my opinion. So typically what I would do is I would just put this bottom together and then screw it in from the outside. But I decided I want to kind of clean this one up a little bit, make it look a little neater. So I'm going to go back and add more pocket holes so that I can pocket hole that bottom in from the inside. Do you guys ever have one of those days to where everything you touch just goes wrong? Where everything is just a disaster? Well, this is one of those days. I just want to say thank you guys for watching my fairly new channel. I've been around for about 8 months. I've had a lot of really good feedback and a lot of support from a lot of you guys. Thank you very much. I'm at 144 subscribers as of right now. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ring that little bell, and check out our website, cornercreekwoodworking.com. There will be a link in the description along with the links to all the tools that I've used in this video. I am completely convinced that whoever designed pocket hole screws chose the square head bits instead of Torx head bits just to be a jerk. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever had a day like this where just absolutely nothing goes right. Okay, this is getting embarrassing. Let's just move on. Okay, let's start putting these box slat thingies together. Just some wood glue and pre-drill some holes and some screws. This is going to be the bottom piece. I'm just going to slide the bottom in here and attach it with pocket screws. And that's when I decided just to go take a break for a little while. So I'm back, and the break worked because the rest of this project went fairly smoothly. So after that debacle is over, I'm going to get the rest of these seat slats put together. You know, just some glue, screws. You know the drill. Get it? Drill. Anyway, so I'm going to build this upside down I'm going to start with the top, attach the 4 legs, and then just slide each slat down. It'll make it really strong. I'm not going to spend too much time sanding and prepping this. I'm just going to kind of smooth it out just a little bit. Of course, use Drydex. I use Drydex on everything. There'll be a link to that in the description. So the way I do my hinges is I go ahead and set them in place, get them screwed down, and then is when I mark them out. Then I pull the hinges back off, route them out to get them flush, and in that way I know they're exactly where I want them to be. So the top went together much more smoothly than the bottom. One thing to note is you can't put the pocket holes in the front or the back piece, because if you do, with it being cut to 3 inches, you'll be able to see a little notch from the front. So the second piece, put pocket holes on each long face, ever how you want to say that. You have to be very, very careful if you're going to use a belt sander on a softwood like pine. You have to keep it moving quickly and do not put any pressure on it at all. And make sure you get all of that dust off before you move on to your ROS, or else you'll leave huge pit marks in it when you start to sand. So sanding's boring, everybody hates it. I moved through my grits up to 150, and then I added a round over. So with the top done, the Drydex is finally dry, I can go ahead and sand it off, add a last coat of it, and wait for it to dry. So I wanted to try something different here, something different for me anyway, but I saw a video from the Wood Whisperer where he had made what he called mark juice, but it's water and wood glue and water-based polyurethane. For whatever reason, I didn't have any water-based polyurethane. Everything I had was oil-based, so I just mixed some wood glue and some water, and I put it on here, and I actually put 2 coats on it just to see what would happen. So the only thing about pine that I really hate is just the splotchiness when it stains. I'm okay with it when you paint it. It's okay for most of what I do right now, but when you stain it, it's just so splotchy. I just don't like it. Well, what do you think? Leave a comment below to let me know what you think, if it's any better than normal or not. I think it's a little bit better, but still not good enough. I'm going to get some water-based polyurethane and mix it up properly and try it again on the next project. Well guys, we're about to wrap this thing up. We've just got to put this bottom trim on here. So obviously this is not fine woodworking, but it's something, and I just want to encourage you guys, just go do something. Just get out of the house, get out in the shop, get out in your driveway, get somewhere and just do something. It just takes the pressure off of being an adult. You don't think about work, you don't think about anything, you just get out here and do something. It's well worth it, so I want to encourage you guys to do it. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time.